Hello and welcome. I am Stacy, your Disney hotel lady, and today we're going to be talking about my stay at the Viv, which is a Marriott hotel. But first, I'd like to remind you, if you have booked a hotel or you're considering a couple of options, you have any questions, please come on over to Facebook, join the Disney Hotel Lady discussion group about hotels where you can get maybe a little more feedback or input other than my personal inputs. I'll leave that link to that group down for you in the show notes. But also, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or my email. I'll leave in the show notes as well. I'm always available to try to answer as best I can any questions that you may have regarding your hotel or your stay for your Disney trip. Also, I'm going to be talking about my experiences and some of the public areas of the hotel first, and I'm going to have the room tour stuck onto the end of this video. So if that's all that you're interested in, you can go ahead and skip ahead if you like. If not, let's get into how my stay went. So first, let me start from the very, very beginning. This was even before we checked in for our stay. They sent us an email that looked like this. This is getting a little bit more popular all over, not just around Disneyland, but when you have booked a stay with a hotel, if they offer anything extra, you might get an email like this where they lay out things that they offer, and you can browse it, see if anything appeals to you. Personally, I thought a lot of this was a little overpriced, so we didn't choose to partake of any of these offerings on this trip, but it's always nice to know when a hotel has different things like this. If you are interested in something like this and you haven't gotten an email from your hotel, you can always reach out to them by phone or email and see if they do offer anything that you might be interested in purchasing from them. Not for them. From them, any add-ons. But also here at the end there, the wine, that was a free event that was going on at the Viv. So you might find events like that happening at your hotel that you didn't know about before, and maybe that will interest you to participate in an event that your hotel is putting on while you're staying there. Next, the Viv, we had our stay at the Viv after our week-long budget tour that we were on. I'll put a link to that if you haven't seen that yet. We stayed at 7 different budget hotels, and then we wrote about each of them individually, and then we have a video and a post comparing them and saying who was best, who wasn't so good. So, but we were really looking forward to the Viv as our luxury stay after our budget hotel tour. So we did have a car with us. But it's interesting to note, if you're coming north on, I believe this is Anaheim Boulevard, you'll see it's a divided street, so you can't turn left into the Viv. Just an FYI, no big deal. You just go up, make a U-turn, or however, come from the south, or come from the north heading south, and you'll get in just fine. I wanted to also note here, we'll look at us turning into the Viv. But what I wanted to note is that Visit Anaheim actually placed the Viv on their list of luxury hotels near the Disneyland resort. And I thought that was a little strange. Looking at the pictures of this seems more like a family-friendly place to me, not a luxury place. I feel like luxury places usually cater more to adults with, more refined or sophisticated tastes. But this looks very family friendly. So I was interested to see how everything went during this stay if Visit Anaheim is putting this on their luxury hotel list. So I'll talk more about that a little bit later on while we're going through the room. But another thing about the location here, I'll take you through the lobby too. You can see a little bit of the artwork. Did I mention the artwork? The artwork is amazing. A place that walking to it would be difficult. Just because of the way the route you would need to take to get there, it would end up being more than a mile, I think. And if you've got kiddos with you, it's going to involve several freeway ramps and everything. So it just doesn't seem like a good walkable hotel. But the great thing is the art bus, of which, of course, you know, I love. I recommend the art. It stops right outside the lobby there, right behind the car, that blue bus. That's your art bus. It's going to take you straight to Disneyland. So very convenient to make use of the art bus here at the Viv Hotel. And okay, so I'm going to talk about the art some more. The stormtroopers might be the most famous thing from the Viv here. If you haven't seen it, head on over to DisneyHotelLady.com and pull up my post about the Viv. I've got a picture in there of my husband standing next to these like slouching stormtroopers that have blue legs. It's very cute. It's very interesting. It's very funny. But if you're thinking like kids and art museums is not usually something that goes hand in hand, let me show you something that your kids will definitely appreciate. I think all of the artwork really is pretty kid friendly. But this one in particular, if you have Lego lovers in your family at all, this wall, there's like 3 different large cases here displaying all kinds of Lego minifigs. So even I wanted to stand there and look for all my favorite characters. I can't imagine any, 10-year-old isn't going to want to do the same, especially if they love Legos. So you'll find the artwork's really like that. There's some cool stuff that reminded me of like Light Bright. If any of you are old enough to remember what Light Bright is, the stuff near outside the gym. I think there was a Mickey one and a roller coaster one. And just if you want to come on your off day, even just like with Disneyland hotels, most of the other hotels in the area around Disneyland, you can walk in the lobby and walk around, check things out if you want. Not many lobbies are worth checking out, honestly, but the Viv you might want to check out. You could spend maybe an hour here. You could grab a cup of coffee here. I'll show you going into some of the restaurants here, I'll show you the coffee shop here. There's their little gift store, souvenir shop at the outset, but you can grab egg bites, grab a coffee, grab a tea, juice box for the kids, and you can walk around on the bottom floor. This is Melody's Cafe that's on premises here at the Viv. Can grab a coffee or a tea, juice box for the kids, walk around, look at some of the art. Or if you're staying here, if you notice on the counter seating, the bar top seating here, you might see the outlets are under there. So it's a great place if you have to get a little bit of work done or check some emails or anything. You can come on down to Melody's, grab your coffee, get away from the kids getting ready in the room or napping maybe. It's a nice place to get a little work done if you like. Also on the bottom on the bottom floor is the gym. It's a nice sized gym. My husband went down there and got in a little exercise for himself during our stay. The other restaurant on the bottom floor is called Valencia's. This is a view of Valencia's. Sorry, I'd go a little fast there, but as you can see, there were people enjoying their lunch, and I didn't want to make them feel awkward. But this is your more casual restaurant. They're on the bottom floor. They've got a nice little kids menu. And that's the end of that scene I just showed you. You may have noticed the bar. That also opens up into the pool area. And so they're on the left there. I'm turning away from it. But that's the pool bar that during the summer, I'm sure this area is packed. So similar menu and everything going into the pool area there. So let's continue on through the pool area. Got some nice games for you too. And I'm wondering if there might be more games available during the summer, because there were only like 2 or 3 games out while we were there, but it looked like they had quite a lot to do. And if you're wondering, restrooms are right behind that bush wall there. So if you do end up needing to come early or stay late on your check-in or check-out, you could take advantage of the pool, theoretically. There's nice restrooms behind that wall there. And then, of course, the kiddos are going to love this area, the splash pad. It looked fun even to me. Has some different rotating of how the water comes in and out. So it looked nice. And the pool itself, it's a circular pool and it's a play pool. So meaning if you go all around the side, it's going to stay the same depth. And as you go towards the middle, it'll get deeper. So, but it's only, I think it was about 5 feet deep in the middle. So it's not very deep. No diving, no jumping or anything in the pool. So that can be helpful when you're trying to watch your kids. As long as they're not getting too close to the middle, you know that they're going to be okay. You don't have to worry too much there in that type of play pool. And if you noticed in the email, it did mention that they have cabanas for rent. So here are the cabanas you might be interested in renting, especially in the summer. And then here's the hot tub. It was a very large hot tub. Oh, another interesting thing here, I don't know what happened to my photos and my videos, but there are actually 2 pools at the Viv. This ground level pool, I'll call it the family pool. And then on the roof, there's another pool, and they call that the adults only pool. And there's a hot tub up there as well. This hot tub the family hot tub was not working on our trip. I'll get more into that later. I go into it quite in depth in my post. I don't know if I'll talk about it as much here because I don't like focusing on negative, but we were hoping for a real just relaxing, pampering type trip after we'd spent 7 nights in different hotels. That was our week. And we were just ready to relax by the time we got to the Viv. But interestingly, we had a lot of problems at the Viv. So it really wasn't as relaxing as we had hoped for. Despite that, we still see there's great potential here for families. So we're still able to recommend it, but we hope one day we can go back and really enjoy it for what it's meant to be. But it was just interesting, funny to us how that all turned out. Laundry is available. Again, more artworks. I forget what floor this was on. I want to say the 4th, but I could be wrong. Pay laundry there. Nothing too special. But if you do need it, it's always nice to know. And then the premier dining location at the Viv is called Top of the V. It is the rooftop restaurant and bar. It's gorgeous. Let me show you here. Before it opened, we went up to check out the adult pool. So I got these little video clips of that restaurant without anybody in it, so you can get a real clear picture of it. Now, as you can see, it's kind of a small venue, so reservations are definitely recommended. But look at that view. Look at California Adventure right out that window there. Like, that's just amazing. I kind of wish they opened a little bit earlier because they're only open for dinner. I wish they opened a little bit earlier just so you could take advantage of this view for a little bit during the day. Because even during the day, it's fantastic, right? That's just a fantastic view. So as I said, reservations highly recommended. There's not a lot of space, but if you are staying in the hotel and you want to try out the restaurant, they do have some walk-up availability that they kind of hold for their hotel guests. So that's what we did. The day of check-in, we went right up around, I think they opened at 5. We went up at 4 o'clock, I think, talked to the hostess, and she got us in the perfect time for fireworks viewing. 8:30, I think it was a 9 o'clock fireworks night. So we were so excited to come up and have this super nice meal and see the fireworks. But now I'm going to show you what our fireworks view actually looked like, and you'll see. So you can see there was a terrible glare. So we enjoyed ourselves immensely, but it was just it's a little thing, right? But it does make a difference. They did even dim the lights in the restaurant during fireworks so that everyone could enjoy that. And so I don't know if it was just our placement. Obviously, we were really close to the kitchen area there, the prep area, so those lights obviously have to stay on. So I don't know if someone else, have you eaten at the Top of the V for fireworks? Did you have a different experience? Please drop a comment. Let us know. Tell us what other experiences have been had here, what your recommendation is. If you can request, I don't know, maybe to sit away from the kitchen so that you get a better view of the fireworks, or maybe just because of the glass, maybe there's just a glare no matter where you sit. I'm not sure, but that was our experience there. So excuse me. Again, love the artwork. Come check it out, even if you're not staying there. I think personally they may have come up with a new genre or type of hotel here with this like family luxury. I think it has all the amenities you would expect from a luxury hotel. They've got valet service and bell service and dry cleaning service and business amenities and, you know, all the things you would expect to find at a luxury hotel. But then they've got these great family rooms and that great ground floor pool area. Kids are going to love it down there. I want to call this family luxury, which I don't know if that's a thing. Like, is that a thing? Has anybody heard of that before? But the Viv, if it is a thing or if they've just made it up, they do a great job of it. Let me go ahead and start going through showing you the room here while I wrap up with my final thoughts here. But here, let's go on into the room. We had a king bunk bedroom. And we thought it was immense and large and plenty of space. But if you need even more space, if you need to get more bodies in beds, you can get a double queen bunk bed room. So good options here for larger families. And they have even some suites as well, I believe. And we also splurged for the theme park view room, which means we got to see fireworks even from our room. And honestly, that was the better experience for us, better than the restaurant on the rooftop, because we could get all the lights off in our room and not have that glare. And it was, we were really happy with the view of the fireworks from our room. So that was really nice. So as I mentioned, we had some quirks, some unpleasantness during our stay here. So again, just full transparency, stuff can happen even to us. You know, I don't want you to think like we're getting special treatment or anything. We're not. We're really not. Most of the hotels we've been to, if not all, I would say all of the hotels I've been to so far don't even know who we are. They wouldn't, even if they wanted to treat us special, they couldn't because we're not recognizable. So we had problems with the AC. We had problems with the hot tub, and we had problems with the lighting. The lighting in the room was weird. I've seen this at a couple other hotels, but they do this thing where there's a master switch on the wall. And if you turn that switch, it's like all the lights go off. You can't turn them on at all unless you re-turn on the switch with the master switch. So that was weird, but then it got buggy with us. And then there is, because we had to talk to the front desk, more times than I want to admit. It got, there is sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. There is a motion sensor component to the lighting in the room. And so that got thrown off somehow, I think. And like I said, I don't want to focus too much on the negative. As you can see, it's a gorgeous room. It was very clean. It's very colorful, bright, relaxing. We see how it's really, you could have a super awesome, comfortable stay here. It's just ours didn't turn out that way. So we'd love to go back maybe next year or the year after and change that experience for us. Let's see, there's our view, Matterhorn, fireworks right over the Matterhorn at night. And then you just turn a little bit and there's California Adventure. It's really, really a good property. And I do think it deserves to be on Visit Anaheim's list of luxury hotels near Disneyland. All right, so that was our experience at the Viv, a tribute portfolio by Marriott, I think. So if you have a Marriott membership in their Bonvoy program, or you can use some points or earn some points staying here. Very nice hotel. We recommend it in spite of our personal experience. We see the potential. So thanks for watching. As a reminder, I am Stacy, your Disney hotel lady. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, and of course, here on YouTube with the latest videos of our stays in the Anaheim Disneyland area, where we're trying to catalog all of the Disney area hotels, unlocking the magic of Disneyland for you, one hotel at a time. Till next time, thanks for watching.